Hello once again dudes, my name's Mil and welcome to another PHP programming tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be learning a little bit more about what PHP is, and we're going to be writing our first PHP file. So first of all, PHP is a way to create dynamic website. If you have a website like Facebook, you can register and log in and have accounts and send images and chats and some stuff like that, upload files. All this is created with PHP. It's a way of making high dynamic, interactive, awesome websites. So if you know HTML, then you can create informative websites. A little bit boring, but okay website. And if you know CSS, then you can make them pretty, very pretty and stuff like that. Then if you know JavaScript, you can watch all of these tutorials on my channel, of course. Then you can create very good functional website. But if you know PHP, you can create everything. And if you know jQuery, you can put awesome effects on. I will creating jQuery tutorial series later on. But instead of having me talking, let's get started. So the first thing we'll need to do is to type in something called PHP info. This is a built-in function, and let's go ahead and refresh now, and you can see it shows up. What PHP info does is telling the version of PHP that you're currently using, and it's telling all this information. And if that function was success, then you have configured, save your PHP file correctly, and you have done all correct. So if having this shows up, then you have done quite good as far goes, and you have done correctly. So we have all these things that we're going to be using. This just info telling all the stuff. Now you can see if we scroll up, this is the PHP version I'm using now. You might be having a different version, but it should still count what I'm learning you. So basically, there is a few ways to do the famous hello world that I'm going to be showing you now. There's two commands you can use: echo and print, and you can use double quotation marks or single quotation marks. And if you're using print, you need to add a parenthesis around, of course. So let me explain to you. The single quotation marks is good for something, and the double is good for another thing. For instance, if you're using single quotation mark and you have to type in a word like doesn't, then you're pretty fucked. But they're good for, they're still pretty good actually, the single quotation marks, and you're going to be learning more about that later. But echo is good for printing out text and stuff, while print is good for multiply things. But as a start, I'm just going to be using echo. I'm going to be using single quotation marks, and you need to end it, of course, here. So I'm going to type in hello PHP. So I'm going to save this now, and I guess I'll have to find our file again. Localhost php /mil.php. Alright, so you can now see it says hello PHP. Now if we add single quotation marks, then we won't have any difference. You're still saying hello PHP. So let's go ahead and add a print down, and I'm going to add single quotation marks saying hello PHP too, and let's refresh it. It also works fine. And also if we add double quotation marks here, it still works fine. So you can just go ahead and choose the function you like the most. But basically, that's it for this tutorial, guys. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.